Today we're going to be discussing the control panel setup for DC TIG on a Dynasty inverter style machine. First we're going to turn on our power and let it do its setup. Once it cycles through the menu and gives you the amperage, it's time to set the machine. We're going to start from the left and work our way to the right, adjusting settings as needed. For DC TIG that we're going to use for steel and stainless steel, we're going to choose our polarity first. Machine was on AC. We're going to hit the button, make sure DC is on. We're going to move to the left to our process button. Currently it was on stick. We're going to hit the button until it reads TIG high frequency impulse. We have the option of lift arc, but in this demo we'll be using high frequency start because we're doing DC. Next is our output. We want to make sure the output in this case is on RMT remote standard, meaning that we're going to be using our foot pedal. If we would like to bypass the foot pedal, we can switch this to the on position and use it without the foot pedal. Moving across, we have a pulsar control. This is a more advanced setting that we're not using for this video. We'll have a separate video covering this later. Next is sequencer. We can use this in manual mode. It's also designed for automating the TIG process. We're to our gas and our dig settings. So we are going to click till pre-flow is highlighted. The display itself is reading 0.2 T, meaning 0.2 of a second. I prefer to have between half and 1 second of pre-flow. That's adjusted with this knob here. We go back down to our gas dig setting, hit it one more time. That's our post flow. We'll see it set on auto. I prefer this setting because it changes the amount of post flow based on how long you are welding and at what amperage. If you don't want to use that, you can turn the dial and control it manually. This is in seconds and it goes pretty high. If you turn it all the way counterclockwise, it'll go back to auto. That's what we're going to choose. Okay. Next is our AC wave shape. Because we're doing DC, we're not going to be using these. These are set up exclusively for AC welding of TIG. Our last control after that, we want to hit the A button. That'll bring us back to what amperage we have set on the machine. For TIG, we're going to be using a setting higher than what we're actually going to weld at. So for general practice in the welding shop, we're probably going to set it between 150 and 170 amps. Then you'll use your foot pedal to control how much amperage you're actually using. You want to have a little bit more amperage than you're going to use, and you don't want to be mashing the pedal all the way down. And that completes a video on setup for DC TIG.